no, the game crashed. Whoops. Happy New Year, is Fly. Thank you for the well wishes. I hope you're having a good time as well. Watched your Night Lord's detachment review yesterday. It was really good. Thank you. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. By looking at it from a non-competitive standpoint, I actually love its randomness. Yeah, I mean it's definitely usable in casual games. It's not like I do think it is the worst detachment, but it's still usable. Like I said, if it goes off and it works really, really well, then you're an absolute nightmare and you just kill everybody. But if that doesn't happen, then you know, unfortunately, you are going to struggle. I don't want to do the Long Night of Solace. It's such a boring mission. We'll do this one. Yep, seems okay. Let's go. I wouldn't take that to a tournament. Yeah, neither would I, mate. I think there was a really, really good comment that a gentleman left. Just give me 2 seconds. I'll put the actual stream on the game that I'm playing because for some reason it's just not working. Damn thing's not working. Just give me 2 seconds. But basically, there were a really good comment a guy put on the video where it basically just said that it should be +1 to wound against battle shocked and outnumbered units. So, for example, if you went into like a unit of custodies who were usually like what 3 to 6 man on average, like with the guards, like it's very rare that they have a big unit. You'll get +1 to wound against them because you outnumber them. But if you get against something like, you know, 10-20 man units of cultists or berserkers, then obviously you get the chance to battle shock them instead. It's just been a pain in the backside for the streaming thing, man. OBS should be working with me, not against me. Capture a specific window. Why is it being obtuse? Goddamn OBS, man. Yeah. Oh no, what? Why is it saying Halo's still playing? I think my computer's just had a fucking stroke. Just give me 2 minutes. Yeah, Master Chief Collection's not working. That explains a lot. I'm gonna restart it. That would be better for sure. Yeah, I agree. It's the problem is it finds a lot of similarities in a game that I used to play called For Honor, where there was like a really, really low tier character called Sohei. I'm not sure if he's like the well, he's fairly new, but he has a gimmick where he's really, really bad, but or very predictable is more appropriate. But when he gets his like ability off, he's like disgustingly overpowered. Like he can literally one shot you. But the problem is getting to that point, which is an issue. Up his trash. If he does, then he's absolutely phenomenal and just absolutely dumpsters a majority of characters in game. It's better start working because I'm going to get annoyed otherwise. Capture a specific window. Yeah, I know, man. I'm just trying to fix it. It's just taking the piss because it doesn't seem to want to capture the window that I'm trying to get. Because normally it pops up, there's a... there we go. Master Chief Collection. That should be it. There we go. Seems to be working now. But yeah, OBS is a fantastic piece of software, but sometimes it just doesn't recognise the window that I'm sharing, unfortunately.
This is Kilo Dispatch. All available teams advance to Traxxas Tower.
But yeah, I think, have you seen the literally release the you thought about making a paid subscription to the channel over your content's not being it. Not many folks at the content subscribe you to support the channel. I'm doing it for the love of the game, mate. I do it for the love of the game. Like, I don't want to make any money off this. I literally do it just because I enjoy it. Like, I enjoyed speaking with people like you and a lot of other subscribers, and I've spoken with quite a lot of people. So I just do it for the love of the game. I don't want to get paid for it. But I appreciate the suggestion, though. Thank you. Let's see. Pistol. Oh, they've released the revealed the the new apothecary. Huron Blackheart's personal apothecary. Was it something Bones? I think his name is. Oh, I don't really like that model. No, I'm not a fan of that at all. I love the claw. The claw's awesome. Like, that looks really good. But I do not like the... there should be a helmeted version. Just finished the book by Mike Brooks about Huron. I've never... Wait, there's a book about Huron? I know Huron, oddly, to my dismay, unfortunately, I know Huron's actually got quite a lot of lore, and he is quite a compelling character, because I know he's like a rival to the Black Legion, because he's just incredibly competent. Gary and the Corpse Master, that's the one. Hit the nail on the head. But no, I'm not a big fan. If he has a different helmet, like, because I think there needs to be a generic apothecary for Chaos Space Marines and Empress Children. World Eaters with a Berserker Surgeon. Maybe not 1,000 Suns because you don't really need it because you got your Sorcerers. Death Guard, they've already got a Plague Surgeon. I don't understand why Emperor's Children, who are arguably, well, they literally do have the most famous apothecary, Fabius Bile. Like I said, I'm not against having, you know, the Red Corsairs having it, because it's good. Like, I'm never going to say no to new Chaos models. But I just think Emperor's Children need an apothecary. You can kit bash it easily. Yeah, just get like another like Chaos helmet on him and boom, you're done.
Firing FPF-1. Shot. Hold on to your helmets.
I think as well the what were I gonna say now? Oh god. Fucking suicide grunts, man. Fuck off. What I was gonna say was that I am glad that, you know, there should be a generic apothecary, but I am glad that they're going for a step in the right direction when it comes to, you know, bringing stuff. It only makes sense for us to be this like dark mirror, and plus the kit bashing question, the kit bashing thing you mentioned earlier. The Master of Executions in World Eaters is literally just a kit bashed one. Like it's, even on the data sheet, it shows the just a Berserker helmet on a Master of Executions.
Copy 4-0. Firing FPF-2. Shot.
And the MOE especially, I'm not sure if it still is because I don't play World Eaters, but the MOE for a very long time were arguably the best unit in the entire codex for World Eaters. Like, it was super strong. It was the glaive, I think, so like D3 plus something damage. It was ridiculously hard hitting. Oh, Brooks. Oh, damn it. One more shot and he'd have died.
Spartan? Where the hell did he come from?
Who cares? Spartan, assist! Evac Team 7 to Kilo 26. We have eyes.
Yeah, just stand still in the middle of the fucking battlefield, mate. Yeah, don't get behind cover or anything. Survival instincts are a fucking toddler. Oh dear. Oh, hello. Beautiful. A fucking level sniper. Oh.
How do we get to the tower?
Elevator in the atrium goes down to the cargo port. Cargo port goes to the tower.
Let's get in there.
Contact! From the west! Good!
Is it PvE or PvE? I know which suck at shooters. Halo is originally a PvE game. It did have like a PvP element tacked onto it in the first ever Halo games. Combat Evolved. But it's a mixture of both. I played the absolute shit out of this game when it came out when I was a lot younger. I think Reach came out in like what, 2009, 2010? Like very, very long time ago. They're still really good though. This game is, well, Halo Reach is my favourite. I absolutely adore this game. Halo 3 is legendary, like everybody likes Halo 3. Halo 2, a lot of people really do like it. I also quite like it, but some people are a bit some people think it's a bit shit. Halo 4 is absolute dog shit. Halo 5 is even worse. And yeah, I've stopped caring about Halo for a very long time, unfortunately. Halo's not that hard to play though. Like, there's a lot of it's quite easy as far as shooters go. Oh. Oh shit. I do love these games though. Nope. I'm really hoping we can run the apothecary as a general one though, to bring it back to the topic of Chaos Marines.
I'll send the elevator back up.
Drop ships.
Interesting. I love RPGs. Can't wait for
Okay, everyone find some cover.
the Heresy one, especially that.
We need to hold this position.
There's a new RPG. Night Lords will be the main baddies. Ah. Usually as well, if they're getting games made about them, they usually tend to get models. Oh, Dark Heresy. I don't think I've ever heard of that. I don't really play RPG games, I'm more of a Minecraft and whatever I feel like at the time. I can't remember the last time. Oh shit, hold on. Yeah, we're not letting him get close, fuck that. I ain't tussling with a grab hammer. You can fuck off as well. It's from the guys who made Rogue Trader. I know there's there's like an XCOM style game that you can get. It's like a Grey Knight one though. I forgot what that's called.
Damn. Glad you're on our side. Let's hop that elevator and get to the tower.
Rav Hammer's a fucking beast. I love him.
If you're trying to get to the tower, you're too late, Lieutenant. Corvette over the starport pounded the hell out of the place. Cargo port's impassable on foot. Rooftop evac's a wash. We could use the executive landing pad, except there's no easy way to get there. A group of ODST specialists are working a plan. They might appreciate some backup.
Oh.
Other side of the hall there, Lieutenant. Right through triage.
Yeah, the Chaos Gate, yeah. It's a very, very, very good game from what I've heard. Although you do kill Mortarion in it, which I think's a bit... Nah. I'm always a bit, like, iffy when it comes to, like, Demon Primarchs being involved.
Welcome to the Bullfrogs. Other side, on my mark. 3.
Yeah, they don't have, I didn't see any Chaos on, what's it called? The new Dawn of War. I didn't see Chaos get revealed, which I thought was very strange, to be honest, but, you know. They'll be, like, arriving as DLC. I'm positive, like, they mentioned it. Again, I didn't actually play Dawn of War games when I was younger. I primarily played, like, Command and Conquer. Or, you know, whatever shooting game was out at the time. But the, Dawn of War is definitely getting on the buy list. I'm 100% getting it. Maybe he'll play as Drago. He could kill Mortarion with one hand in his pants, yeah, true. He beat him anyway, if I'm not mistaken. He gives him, he writes his name on his heart or some shit, like. They have armor lock. I don't like that though. They did that with, as much as I love Battlefield 1 and I really, really liked it, they did it with Battlefield 1 with the French. It's like, it's a World War 1 game where most of the fighting in the war happened in fucking France. Why is one of the biggest factions, arguably the biggest faction, not included in the base game? They're included as a DLC. And like, I understand like Space Marines and, you know, Orcs and AdMech and all that other shit are like the quote-unquote main factions. And it's really easy to do, but when it comes to stuff like that, it just really pisses me off, because Chaos are an incredibly prominent thing in the universe. Like, if they don't have Chaos day one, I'm not getting the game day one. It's that simple. This is rough. gun does no damage, fuck me. No concussion shot. Really? Random grenade got me. I can get to the med pack. I'll get to it. There we go. Unless I just get fucking charged, yeah. I like the Emperor's Children battle box. I think that's really, really good. Winged Demon Prince, 2 squads of Noise Marines, and like 4 or 5 squads of Tormentors. Or Infractors, depending on how you want to build them. I really, really like it. I saw the... I'm dead, I think. Oh no, I'm alive. I also saw the Death Guard one. They've got a couple of bloat drones, if I'm not mistaken, in that, which I think looked pretty good. The Corn one is Demon Kin, if I'm not mistaken. That's like just demon, like blood crushers and shit like that. There's the K-Suns. I know they've got a Mutalith, but other than that, I genuinely can't remember like the full extent of it. Like I said, I don't really play like K-Suns and World Eaters. I just don't know why they've never really appealed to me. If I was to play World Eaters, it'd be like a very last choice. I think I'd rather play Thousand Suns before them. Hate those drones, my friend plays them all the time. They're very, very good. They're incredibly quick for a Death Guard unit, which is scary because the whole point of Death Guard is that's supposed to be slow.
There's the path. East end of that tower. Other side. Other side. Entrance is on the other side.
Especially with the blight launchers as well. Goddamn, 3 damage blight launchers from fucking loads of them. It's just ridiculous. And the mower. I remember when the mower was like the go-to, which I really, really liked. Because it was just funny just to see some absolute psycho just essentially mow the lawn, for lack of a better word. I haven't got any ranged weaponry. That's shit. There's no real way to deal with them either. Like they're very, very cheap. They're very, very usable. Very, very versatile. Very tough for what you pay for, especially with the... Okay, my game's just froze. What the fuck? Okay. Nice one. Wait a minute. What a very weird sniper weapon. It's a giant fucking yellow beam. Yeah, the Emperor's Children box set I'm genuinely considering buying. Sorry, I would genuinely consider buying if I didn't have like nearly 3,000 points of them. It's the fact that like I would have got that if it had like, because my main list that I've got, this is fully painted. I've got a Winged Demon Prince. Sorry, two Winged Demon Princes. 3 units are Infractors, 3 units Lord Exultants, a Rhino, unit of Flawless Blades, Mauler Fiend. I'm trying to think while I'm shooting. It's a lot harder than it looks. I'll have to get my list up actually. Yeah, fuck this, I'm gonna have to get something better. Ooh, a shotgun, that's not the most ideal outcome, but yeah, sure. I will pause in a second after I've wiped these guys off and face of reach. Hey boys. Really? Fuck's sake, man. This fucking concussion launch is dog shit.
Repositioning.
What am I getting? I forgot you can cool this thing down, actually. Just give me 2 seconds. Let me just quickly pause so I can just read the chat. Oh. Gonna ask, in your review of Nightmare, you didn't mention Demon Prince with rings when he flies over a unit he forces a battle shock test. Do you think it's a valid option? I had him in the notes actually when I was talking. I had the Winged Demon Prince in, but he's just too costly. Like, it is one of them things where, like I mentioned, I know I had a look and see to have a look at what units were, you know, affected leadership or did battle shock shenanigans and that type of stuff, but the Winged Demon Prince's involvement felt like very impractical, because you've got to understand, you're paying 100 and something points, like high-end points, for potentially being able to get a battle shock test with no modifiers. No, you didn't miss it. I didn't mention it, mate. It was in my I had it on my separate notes, like I have a notepad when I'm talking, just in case I forget anything. That is not on the screen. But the yeah, the Winged Demon Prince just does not warrant it. This is really, really bad at the minute. Like, they're just not as good as the Emperor's Children ones. I think I'm spoiled though. I'm very biased because obviously, you know, Emperor's Children Demon Prince is like, well, the Winged Demon Prince at least is probably the best Demon Prince in the entire like Chaos roster. I don't think there's any other that's better. Maybe some of the Death Guard. Well, no, the contenders are like Death Guard Demon Prince on foot for the -1 command point thing. I know the World Eaters have got a very good Demon Prince with an enhancement. I can't remember which one it is though. But yeah, overall though, the Winged Demon Prince in the Emperor's Children is just ridiculously fucking strong. And yeah, I've had this like argument before though with myself where I, you know, Games Workshop are clearly trying to push the what's it called? You know, the use the Demon Prince on foot. You know, the Demon Prince on foot is viable, and yeah, like, don't get me wrong, like the Demon Prince itself, you know, T10, I think it's 10-inch move on foot. Like, it's not as quick as the Winged Demon Prince by a long shot, but it's like the abilities are okay. I mean, like, what one of them is you get an increase of 1 to AP if the unit that makes the charge is at the, you know, starts the charge within 6 inches of the Demon Prince on foot, and the lone operative fight on death stuff. Like, all that on paper is really nice, but the extra AP thing is kind of redundant. It's either really, really good into, like, you know, high armor save, no invul units like Victrix at the minute, or any kind of like 2-up armor, no invul save like a Hellbrute or a Dreadnought. But when it comes up against anything that's like infantry with invuls, it's literally useless. Because most of the time we're running, what, AP1, AP2, so in combat, unless you pop Armour of Contempt, you're going to be forcing, especially with the new Emperor's Children detachment, the Court of the Phoenician, you get the +1 strength, +1 AP, which is crazy. But yeah, I do think that Demon Prince is okay, but then I have to ask myself, would I rather bring a Winged Demon Prince for, like, what, 40 points more, or would I rather bring a an on-foot Demon Prince and have like 40 points to play with. Like, it's just not worth it. We need damage in Emperor's Children. We need, like, the entire point is to just get everybody in a good position and then just full send. If that's not doable, then the Winged Demon Prince makes that a lot easier to do by virtue of just being deep struck. You can rapid ingress it and then you can just charge it wherever you need it to go because it's got advance and charge, and a ridiculously good threat range. On top of the mortals as well, which allows us to punch into like tanks. The actual Demon Prince doesn't hit that hard, but it's the threat of the Demon Prince that's more. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, your opponent doesn't want a Demon Prince running up to it, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Everyone in says EC has the best, yeah. They really do. Like, the -1 damage is fucking crazy. Like, I would not have thought -1 damage on a Emperor's Children Emperor's Children model. Never mind just, you know, the Demon Prince. But it's just so they can do the whole run into something, you know, and get the mortal wounds off. Because if you're losing wounds over the game, then you lose the mortal wound potential. But most of the time, though, you are going to get like 4 to 6 mortal wounds at full HP. What's this fucking EJ doing? He's dead.
Fox Actual to UNSC Frigate Stalwart Dawn. Request immediate airstrike on Covenant Corvette over Starport.
Solid copy, Fox Actual. Long swords unavailable at this time. Over.
This is Civilian Transport 6 Echo 2. I need to go now, Sergeant Major.
Hold on, Echo 2. Stalwart Dawn, I have multiple commercial craft loaded with civilians. I have got to get them out of the city. I need air support now.
As soon as something frees up, you'll be the first to...
Not good enough.
I've got 600 souls on board, Sergeant Major. I can't wait any longer.
Negative, Echo 2. I can't cover you. Do not take off.
I'll read the chat in a moment, my friend. I'm just gonna...
6 Echo 2. You maintain altitude.
Oh dear.
We're going down!
Bitch, I can't watch this.
Fox Actual, should we send search and rescue birds?
Negative, dispatch.
That's 600 people gone in a blinker of an eye. Kill that fucking brute.
Spartan, Sergeant Major Duval. Off today so far. Let's keep it from getting any worse, huh? Cubbies all over my missile batteries, and I got 5,000 civilians across the bay waiting to pass it down. I need you to arm those batteries and fire those missiles from the central terminal.
May consider EC Army next. I'm reading Fabius books now. Yeah, the Progenitor. Is it Primogenitor?
We need to push him back.
Really, really good series. I really enjoyed the I'm not going to spoil it for you, but he does get up to some shit. Just give me a moment. Need to tab out for a second.
Look out, Spartan. Going cold. Going cold.
It's a shame you can't bring Bile in Emperor's Children, to be fair. Then again, Emperor's Children got an absolutely anemic fucking roster when they got released, which I thought was quite disrespectful.
Civilian Transport 7 Echo 3 to Fox Actual. My engines are hot, waiting for your go.
It's, I think, Manflayer. Yeah. Primogenitor's the last one, if I'm not mistaken. Bile is just cartoonishly evil, though, like, in everything he's in. He's just fucking proper mustache twirling. And he's not evil, though, guys. The man wearing a skin coat's not pure evil and, you know, cloning fucking Primarchs and shit. Yeah, he's not evil, by the way. He's just misunderstood. I've been hoping for that for ages, mate, but for the second waves to come, I mean, World Eaters players have been hoping for a second wave for literally years, and they've not got any. They just go, yeah, here's some corn demons. Do you want some corn demons? Like, no, I want new fucking World Eaters models. I want new Thousand Suns models. I want new fucking Emperor's Children models. I don't want corn demons. If I wanted corn demons, I would go buy corn demons. I also do have corn demons, so I can. That's coming from someone who literally has it. I mean, I've got, well, an unmade Bloodthirster. It's still in the box because I don't want to take it out and build it yet, because I need to still paint some more Emperor's Children. I'm a fan of the Night Lords. My standard for evil is really high. True. Yeah, you do stuff. I mean, I can't talk. The Emperor's Children are the exact same. Like, we just do shit for. You're just like psychopaths. We're just fucking. We just enjoy it. I think Night Lords legitimately do it for the love of the game, which I kind of have to respect. Bile is chill. If you read up more about him, mate, trust me, he's fucking not like. Where the fuck am I getting shot from? The Wraith missed me. Like, what the fuck is this game? I'm gonna blow that fucking thing sky high.
Covenant are banging on my bay door. I got families and wounded on board. I gotta get airborne.
Disgusting fucking creature. Fucking disgusting old man. Shit. Please blow up. You're still alive? Yeah, not anymore, you know. Why is everyone messaging me? As soon as I start streaming, I'm super fucking popular for some reason. Not like on the chat, I meant like personally. Yeah, fuck, that's doing my head in. Hold on. I need to pause for a second. There we go. The entire furniture made from screaming humans is a choice for sure. That's why I enjoy receiving for a lot of excess lately. Lord of Excess. I had my misgivings about Lord of Excess. Like, I enjoyed the read. Like, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. But I think that it's. I don't know. I don't like the new Fulgrim book. Like, as well. I really didn't like that. Like, it was nice to get mentions of Fulgrim in my Black Templars novel. Like, I need an anti-tank. Oh, speaking of which. Where's the med pack? There we go. That should kill it. Nice one. I had a fuel rod cannon here. Where is it going? You're somehow shooting at me and not the fucking warthog that's running next to it. There we go. Found it. Yeah, if you plan on killing this Wraith anytime soon, let me know, yeah. Cheers. I have to wait for my shield to recharge. I don't want to risk it. Oh, it's dead. Nice one. Go and get me, you stupid fucking thing. Embarrassing, really. Oh, I forgot there were one on left. Oh man, this is rough. Ah, checkpoint, nice. Yeah, you're not emoting now, are you, son? It's not no Fortnite game. Yeah, stay fucking dead this time. a point blank fucking fuel rod cannon shot just it didn't even graze you. I have an idea. Huh. Damn, you just shot the driver and didn't get the car blown up. Nice one, I'll take it. Fair play, Marines. Can't fault you. Oh, we had a splazer. Ooh. May have to pinch that, Mr. Splazer boy. Come here.
That's it. Battery's primed.
Thank you very much.
Complex, fire those missiles. Sergeant Major, the Cubbies are almost through my door. Steady, Echo 3. That Corvette is still up there.
Where are they dropping? Oh, they're up there. Okay. Do. I've been getting shot in the face with what amounts to a literal fucking las cannon's probably gonna sting, mate. Please shoot them, thank you. Where am I from? I'm from South Yorkshire, Rotherham area. The accent probably get it away like, but yeah. Where about you, mate? Where are you from? Oh shit, he's still up there. Uh-oh. Am I fucking brain dead? Fight me, coward. Oh. Yeah, yeah, that's unfortunate.
That's it. Battery's primed. Get over to the East Complex, fire those missiles. Sergeant Major, the Cubbies
Poland,
are
but
almost
I
through
will
my
be
door.
in London next week, taking my dad to Arsenal versus Liverpool for his 70th birthday. Ah, congratulations to your dad for getting to 70. I hope you have a good time. Are you an Arsenal fan or a Liverpool fan? I assume Arsenal, given, you know, London. O kurwa masz. Good old Gunners. I'm not really big into football. I never like. I kind of stopped playing it when I was like 14, 13. I still follow it occasionally though. Like, I know the only thing I know about Arsenal though, again, granted my football knowledge is extremely outdated. They're very inconsistent. Like they're either winning against people they shouldn't be winning against or losing against people who they should not be losing against. Like they're incredibly like all over the place. Bro, do you only have one move? Where am I? Shoot his helmet off. Yeah, exactly. Not many community into football, I noticed. Yeah, you would have thought from the, you know, the severely overweight people in the 40k community. Yeah, fucking exercise is just foreign to them.
Hey, careful.
I say a majority of the time. Nah, I do love a majority of the community though. The community are on average fucking nice as hell, but you do get like, I've never well, let's put it this way, I've never ever seen someone who's physically fit playing 40k other than like 3 people who I am personally friends with anyway. Like the only sports I get involved with are boxing, occasional bit of badminton, but I do like to keep fit. I go to gym 5 times a week and I went earlier today to do legs and I fucking hated it, but you've got to do it. Yeah, it's awesome. I thankfully, hand on heart and touch wood, never had an experience with that guy. Yeah, major kills on roids though, so it doesn't count.
Covenant have this city sealed tight. We're getting nothing from George.
He didn't make it.
Understood. What's the situation at Starport exit?
Let me just get a bit more comfortable.
Alright. We're bringing you to us.
Oh, I love this mission. New Alexandria. Fantastic mission. Just going to mute my microphone while I take a swig of this. Give me a moment. Hi there, Kayan. I do apologise. It's because I probably was tabbed out, so... there we go, we're back. There's nothing better than having a really long drink of water when you need one. I've said this before. It's fucking excellent. Alright, let's see what we've got.
Put your wings back on, Lieutenant. We're flying this Falcon.
What's wish list? We've been discussing this earlier, actually. What I wanted was a... what's it called? Apothecary for everybody. So, like, the World Eaters get a Berserker Surgeon, Emperor's Children get their Apothecaries, Chaos Marines get, like, a General-ish Apothecary, similar to like, how the Plague Surgeon would work. But it seems that the Apothecary that was introduced earlier today, the one that Isfly pointed out earlier, was only for Huron, it would seem. Which is a bit of a shame. Like, it's not ideal, but, you know, it's a step in the right direction. Small Traitor Guard expansion, sort of like Brood Brothers. Yes, true. I'd like a Blood Pact thing to be, well, established, like a Blood Pact detachment for Traitor Guard. That'd be fucking awesome. Literally just like a dark parallel to the Guard, because I know what you call it, a lot of the oh, hold on. Like one of the most famous Traitor Guard I think it is the most famous Traitor Guard Legion is the Blood Pact. Like a Blood Pact would be amazing to have if they would put effort and resources into it, but they'd much rather put effort and resources into Primaris Lieutenants, but you know, we'll you know, it's by the by.
Not a tango in sight.
Let me just lock altitude because I'm gonna fucking fall to my death while I'm reading the chat. What are the Blood Pact? They're basically a ridiculously organised Traitor Guard. Like, they're incredibly like interesting. There's a very good video by Voldemort on YouTube. He does like a lore primer. I think it's for like an hour maybe. But it's worth like listening to. Like the Blood Pact are so fucking cool. They don't view the Emperor in a bad light either. They actually view the Emperor. They still worship the Emperor to some degree, but it's like it's very weird. Like they view him as like a god of war, but the main god of war that they worship is obviously Khorne. There's a very like interesting picture they've got where it's based on the famous picture from Iwo Jima, you know, where they're putting the flag up in World War II. It's them, but it's just the blood pack doing it. That's literally it. They're very interesting though. I'd highly recommend checking them out. Traitor Guardsmen are sick in general, to be fair. You never really get much love on Traitor Guard, which is quite annoying. I think they should step away from having Regiment Legion specific units, keep things more generic. I think generic stuff is better, and then building up from it would be nice, if that's what you mean. So like having, you know, the base kit with just a couple of tweaks, and then adding, you know, specialized versions based on, you know, each individual legion. I think that would be, yeah, I can see the logic behind it. But like, as an Emperor's Children player, I'll take any fucking model. Preferably new, but you know, I'd prefer like Predators to come back for Emperor's Children. Sonic Dreadnoughts I really want to come back. Sonic Dreadnoughts were a kick in the nuts, I'm not gonna lie. I really wanted Sonic Dreadnoughts, but Games Workshop doesn't want us to have fun apparently, so. I think there shouldn't ever be a different date sheet. Then they get their special boy shit. I get what you mean, yeah. Like, because the MOE in Chaos Space Marines isn't as good as it is in World Eaters. Like, the World Eater MOE is like just way better. I get what you mean. Oh, let me just... Fucking hunters, man. They're so annoying to deal with. Ow. What's this, a signal disruptor? Oh, fuck.
Jammer offline. Well done, Noble 6. Head back to your Falcon.
Space Wolf rules, I think we just don't have stuff like Vintage Guard period. Codex compliant, undivided guides shouldn't get non-specific character units. Yep, completely agree with that as well. It's not fair that Victrix Honor Guard a thing at the minute. And yes, I am very salty about them, and I don't care who knows it. I'm not a fan of Victrix, I think they're bullshit, but, you know, they're not going to change it.
Shoot him right in the purple thing.
I get what you mean. Are you saying, like, for example, the Codex compliant stuff should all be the same? So, like, all, you know, Imperial Fists, Ultramarines, etc. They all get the same units, but they don't get access to any kind of, like, you know, specialist units. So, like, Blood Angels would obviously have access to Sanguinary Guard because they're not, you know, Codex compliant. Right, yeah, I get you now. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Because what's the point in having a fucking codex if every other army is the exact same? If it isn't the exact same, like, it makes no sense. Yeah, we're all codex compliant and everything's homogenized, and we've got the whole, like, you know, everything is the same. But yeah, have you seen the Victrix Honor Guard and these 5 million different fucking specialized units that we've got? That we've got way more specialized units than most factions have models. Yeah. Couldn't get their kill team as a specific unit. Yeah, true. They do have the. I think they've done that though. Is it Nemesis Claw that you can get, like the 10-man or 5-man squad? It should just be a legionary kit with like an. I think, yeah, I've said it before. They should have like more. You can buy the legionary kit if you want and keep it, but then you should be able to purchase like an upgrade sprue or like a, you know. Let's say for word bearers you get more like chaos emblems and all that other shit, as well as, you know, like Croziuses and all that type of shit. Sets a bad precedent. I get what you mean, but I think every legion should have their own like little flair, but I think it should be only relevant to the lore. So like, The part I agree with is the Vitrix should not be a thing. Like, it's fine to have them, but I just don't agree with the fact that it's just, you know, the Ultramarines are so different compared to every other, you know, Codex quote-unquote compliant chapter. Like, they're kind of forced into... I think they should have, like, special units to some degree, not, like, as many as they do now, though. Like, it's absurd. Just not have special rules in-game, yeah. So, like, they should have, like, I don't know, like, Honor Guard, but it's like Imperial Fist Honor Guard are different to Ultramarines Honor Guard, so the only difference would be not the rule, it'd be the models.
Mayday!
Need to lock my altitude.
1-9er to all UNSC forces.
What's your status, 1-9er?
We found the jammer, but we're getting hit. Request immediate assistance.
I play Kill Team as well, and I love Nemesis Clobber. It's forced when they have to put every team in
You
queue.
still with me, 1-9er?
Yeah, I get what you mean, but it's so like you can play the actual kit, if that makes sense. Because I know they added in the upgrade, well, the Kill Team sprue for the Legionaries. So you could run them in 40k, but you just get a couple of different things with it. I know the minigun was one of them. Balefire Tome as well. A couple of new helmets. They had a very Night Lordsy skin dude with like a pauldron covered in skin, which I thought was pretty cool, but yeah. Oh, where am I supposed to be going? Oh, miles off. Okay. And what I'm saying is I fear eventuality of having every CSM list be a mismatch of Legion-specific units. Yeah, I mean, Chaos Marines thankfully have got quite a big roster, and I think the only like reason as to why they would like differ from, you know, having like, you know, Khorne Berserkers in aggression troops, Emperor's Children, Noise Marines for shooting, all that kind of stuff. I understand what you mean, but the only thing that should differ them are the rules. So like, I think they've done well though with the Codex. Like, if you want to play Night Lords, play Nightmare Hunt. If you want to play Word Bearers, you can play Packbound Zealots. If you want to play, you know, Iron Warriors, you can play Fellhammer. So it's the units are the same, and they can be used in different detachments, but they're better off in certain other detachments, which make it more accurate. Like Iron Warriors just being incredibly tough to shift from fucking miles away. Like the whole encamped in a trench type thing, which I think is pretty cool. Throw in that. Let me just pause it. See if you remember. But it won't matter if it's the best thing. Packbound was supposed to be the generic one. Yeah, I did really. Yeah, you're right. Actually, I remember because the index was literally just the exact same rule, but you didn't have to pass the leadership test. The index was literally just a better version of Packbound Zealot.
I'm accessing building schematics.
I get why they've themed it the Word Bearer way though. Like it's the whole like if your faith's strong enough, then you get extra benefits. Like but nah, they could have come up with something a bit better. I mean, Packbound are still really good. Like they're still a very, very solid detachment. Easy like top 3. But I do think it's like creatively bankrupt. It's literally just an objectively worse version of the detachment from the index. The currently named character for CSM, 2 Black Legion specific guys. Yeah, that's Huron. Not Huron, sorry. Harken, World Claimer, and another one. I'm not sure if it's Cypher. I'm probably fucking butchering that, to be fair. Robo Demigod, so yeah, that is definitely Huron. Fallen Darkane, yeah, that's Cypher. And a former Emperor's Children Apothecary. Yep. The Bile thing is a bit strange though to me, because Bile like works with the Emperor's Children still and with every other Chaos Warband. No, Hurons. That's who I thought you were referring to, the Robo Demigod guy, because of the face thing. Like his face is half shot off. Oh no, you're thinking of Vashtor. I'm fucking retarded. Sorry. Like yeah, I'm stupid. So it's like, they only shifted after the fact, so it's like they got called out for forgetting Word Bearers and they lied. He's an independent agent, yeah. Bile's not specifically to any particular legion, but I do think they should have included him in the Empress Children Codex as like an alternate to.
Oh God, I didn't sign up for this. Not aliens, man.
Yeah, just give me a pistol, dude. I don't care. Bile being an independent agent is fine,
Routes to either side, Six.
but he should be included in other codex. I don't think World Eaters primarily because he doesn't fit the whole, you know, World Eaters theme. But Empress Children, it would have been nice to have access to him. Oh, it's down there. I say that, the only reason why I want access to more models is because we got literally like, what, fucking... what, 9 to 10 new, like, models in like, the whole thing, which I thought were just... like, why?
You're close to
Like,
the Jedi.
really, really bad
Destroy it.
decision. Like, you've got, like, Empress Children are one of the most storied legions in the entire lore. Like, they're very, very interesting, but the fact that you can go, oh yeah, we'll give Ultramarines every other fucking named character under the sun and he gets a remodel, but, oh, Empress Children, yeah, no. We don't even have fucking Eidolon. We've got Lucius, which makes sense, because I'd have been more pissed off about not getting Lucius, but the fact that we don't have Eidolon or, you know, any other named character, I think we've literally just got Lucius and Fulgrim, that's it. I hate these bugs. Out me way, man. Fucking hell. Oh my god, here we go. I'm getting out of there. I don't think I can kill him. Run, bitch, run. Eidolon is still around. The Auric Hammer, I think his name is. Oh, that's one of the name of one of his books. But yeah, Eidolon is very much alive, albeit resurrected by Fabius Bile because Fulgrim chopped his fucking head clean off. But yeah.
Whiskey 39 requesting immediate
He also drank
assistance.
his blood afterwards, which is definitely
Just picked up
one
some
of the things of
evacuees.
all time.
We're surrounded by long-range shade turrets.
Solid copy, 39er.
Let's get out of here.
Proceed to the waypoint and eliminate those shade turrets.
Eidolon was also the first noise marine, if I'm not mistaken. That's a super carrier. God damn. Oh, Banshee's behind us. I'm currently re-listening to Fulgrim. It's what I have on at the gym while I'm, you know, doing like cardio or something, just something to focus on, so I'm not focusing on being tired. Eidolon gets the implants directly from Fabius. Ooh, that's close.
Path looks clear, Spartan. Much obliged.
They're a special version though. So like it's mentioned, if I'm not mistaken, like Eidolon can like blow up a fucking like very well. He can blow up vehicles with it, if I'm not mistaken. Like in the lore, like his screams are like ridiculously strong.
I'll mark the location. Complete their mission.
So they're incredibly good against like infantry, and they're also actually like quite viable. Plus his entire shtick was that he ran around. Well, he jumped. He had a jump pack pretty much. So his entire gimmick was he's like a jump pack lord with a hammer, because obviously his main weapon's this like really ornate, like I don't want to say thunder hammer, that's an engineer, and it's the fuck's sake. Yeah. Secret boy and his secret stabs. No. Covenant never failed to make me laugh. something down here. I know you're an innocent bystander, but sorry, you're healing my enemies. Is there another one? I do hope they bring out Eidolon though, I really fucking do. Like, the problem is, and this is why I think that Emperor's Children, and this doesn't necessarily pertain just to Emperor's Children, but it can be for any particular faction. They'll make the rules for that particular faction ridiculously good. So like, Emperor's Children rules are really, really strong. Like the whole advance, shoot and charge, but you can't advance or shoot, advance and charge into something that has already been attacked by your army that turn. So you can't just, you know, advance and shoot noise marines and then charge into a unit. You've got to like advance, shoot noise marines and then move and charge a regular unit into them to avoid, you know, just constantly advancing and charging. But they limit the amount of like models I find when dealing with like really strong faction rules. So it's like, oh yeah, we don't want to have Emperor's Children having like ridiculously fast firing, hard hitting, fast firing, you know, shooting, so they can get anywhere on map and just delete something. And I'm like, that's literally what the Eldar do. Oh yeah, but they're not as tough as Emperor's Children. Like, yeah, but they've got a lot of invulns, so it just feels weird. It just feels like a cop-out for just not making any extra models, in my opinion. Like, you can't just make the rules for a faction and then go, actually, you're not allowed to have extra units. 10,000 keyword checks and restrictions, yeah. It's like, you can't advance and shoot if you've, you know, 8 pancakes in the last 32 calendar days, and you've not done, you know, the stanky leg in 5 years, and only then can you get, you know, you activate the rule. But it's like, just fucking, just make the rule simple. I mean, I get why they've balanced the Emperor's Children one like that, because it would be very strong if it was just advance and charge for everything, but or advance, shoot and charge rather, against everything. But I do think that they've copped the sense out, because you can still release the models and then just add a little caveat saying this rule does not apply to damned units. And I mean, they literally fucking do that with the stratagems in games. I mean, look at what you call it. Is that a marine? Oh. Just give me a second, I'm just... But like, I mean, they do it with damned units in the Chaos Codex already. Like, I mean, even in some of the reviews, most of the detachment like doesn't benefit damned. Like the Heretic Astarte, Veterans of the Long War is a prime example. You can't use damned units, or damned units can't benefit rather from the faction rule or the detachment rule. Just add a little caveat in. Like, I don't understand why we don't have cultists in Emperor's Children. I think it's fucking stupid. I mean, you literally did just release, exclude everything damned. Yeah, true. I mean, we came when did we arrive? It was like April, I think. So like nearly just like what, 9 months ago? What the fuck happened to his jetpack? Spec Ops. Cracked his shield. He's down. Iron Warriors, 1 bile, yeah. To be fair though, having like if you could bring like a shitload of cultists with -1 to wound from range, then a lot of people would just be bringing like max cultist units and max. Oh shit! Hold on. You put the special in special ops.
That's the last of them.
Let me just read the chat. Just give me a second. Space Wolves detachments of check work night. Yep. Some stratagems work for Space Wolves. All others for Adeptus Astartes. Now I do it for everything else. Okay. And the problem is though, is like I think for flavor, like it makes sense for the Iron Warriors to be incredibly durable, whereas the cultists are literally just there just to get fucking shot to shit. I can guarantee that in like games you'd see people bringing in just a shitload of cultists. I mean, the people bring cultists in pretty much every detachment anyway. I mean, even in the Veterans or Long War one, like the minimum amount of cultists you've been bringing are 2 units. But then again, they've brought out the cultist detachment, and it's like one of the strongest ones in the entire game if you play it well. The excluding damage shouldn't apply to a half of the stuff it should apply to, though, in my opinion. I think it's ridiculous. Like, for stuff like, you know, blowing yourself up and, you know, doing mortal wounds or some shit, or, like, you know, getting into cover and stuff, or, you know, doing, like, re-rolls of ones to hit, then you're like, yeah, fair enough, like, I get that. Because they're not going to be as trained as Iron Warriors or Astartes, but everything else just seems a bit stupid. Like, you can't... There's literally no reason to bring them other than from the datasheet ability. You bring cultists literally just to stick you an objective or two, and then you run along. And bring 10 for the objective holders. That's not. There's one guy winning with it.
Solid copy, Noble 2.
Yep, true. I forgot his Derek. Forgot his name. Derek something. Spitz, I think his name is, or something beginning with an S.
Noble 2, sit rep.
It's a stat checklist. Yeah, it's a stat checklist. He's very, very good at what you call it, the game though. Like Derek is incredibly good at the game.
I need you overhead now.
Just need to blow these turrets up first.
Command, this is Whiskey 3-5. I've got my eyes on 6 long-range shade turrets in the vicinity of the Oni Tower, making life pretty tough on our evac birds.
Yeah, they took. I wondered why that were a thing. This was like while I was getting into like 10th edition's like ruling. Chaos. There's literally I've got a video where it shows like what's the optimal way to run cultists, like the battle line units and stuff like that. And the cultist one is like you get a heavy machine gun. That granted it does hit on 5s, but either way you still get one. You get like a shitload of other stuff with it, like, you know, cultist auto guns, which are quite frankly shit. I'm in the what, like strength 3 or 1, but it with the sheer amount of shots, and it's just like I think the cultist you should be able to bring cultists that are shooty without having to bring them as just, you know, a 10-man squad. Yeah, here's an auto pistol, here's a melee weapon that does literally no damage. Have fun. And then you're kind of forced to be like, yeah, I have to bring traitor guard if I want cultists that I've got some shooting. Like, no, I don't agree with that. I think you need to bring. I think you should have different loadouts depending on the actual thing. Like, if you want to bring like con cultists and use them like a melee, then you know they had it perfectly originally. Like, you brought them ranged, or you brought them melee. If you brought them melee, you got better melee weapons or more attacks. If you brought them ranged, you were crap in melee, but you were better at shooting. Like, it makes more sense. Especially on cultists, like the main weapon for a cultist is a fucking auto gun anyway. It's like a regular gun. Like, they're not going to run around with just fucking pipes and shit. I mean, they may do, but like, you know, most of the time they're not gonna. It's going to be guns and... It should exist, mate. Hang on, let me try and find it. My frame rate may go to shit here because I've tabbed out.
Not anymore. Hey, you made it.
It's a regular family reunion.
They look better with auto guns as well. That's a shame.
I gave them to you.
120 cultists. Yikes, dude. I'm sorry.
George always said he would never leave Reach.
The big man was sentimental.
He gave his life thinking he'd just save the planet.
Oh no, I know that it's a Legends data sheet, yeah, but I'm referring to a video that I did with
that true
analyzing.
Gauntlet Red and Echo teams assigned to civilian evac.
Let me try and find it. Yeah, I found
Those are senior level communique.
I hear what I hear. Point is, why put Spartans on defensive deployments?
I need that link to
Cultist
SATCOM
mob.
Cat. Chasing it.
Yeah, they had flamer, heavy stubber, heavy rapid fire 3 at 4 shot, strength 4, 0, 1, hitting on 5s, 36-inch range, grenade launchers.
Holland.
And yeah, if you brought a melee, then you could get extra attacks, yeah.
Southwest quadrant of the city. Over.
Yeah, they really fuck cultists up, Jesus.
If you are receiving, I am authorizing override of radio.
I'll never forgive the English, yeah.
To link with this channel.
Trust me, they're not part of our little gang, shall we say, mate. I completely fucking hate the fact that they just retcon everything all the time. They should read, like, to be fair, I know that it's a very stat check list, and I remember that,
Carter here.
oh, let me just skip this. I remember that the guys at is it Art of War? They mentioned it, and it's like, yeah, you know what you're doing against the list, you've got the ways to deal with it, or you just lose. Like, that's just how it is. Because I remember that when the AC/DC bomb was still like the scariest thing in the codex. Is the list somewhere? Yeah, I think there is. It's fly. Let me just have a look. Should be. Let me pause my stream. Let me game for a second. Chaos Cult detachment list. Let's see. I think I found it. Yeah, Derek Apshear's list. One brave soldier repping the detachment. Yeah, yeah. This was over a year ago, though. So this list was, I don't think it's, because it's 1995 points here. This article was released January 10th, 2025, so literally just last year. It had, it's Cypher, Dark Apostle with the amulet, Apache. Okay, right, I've probably butchered the pronunciation. I do apologise. Yeah, the list is Cypher, Dark Apostle with the Amulet of Tainted Vigor, Dark Commune with the Incendiary Gourd, another Dark Commune with Warped Foresight, Fabius Bile. Again, he's 85 points here. He's definitely not that anymore. That you can't do that anymore. He's brought 4 units of 10 cultists. This is with the now homogenized ones, so just all melee weapons. He's brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 traitor guard squads. Flamer, melter gun, and plasma gun in each. So that's 6 flamers, 6 melter guns, and 6 plasma guns. That's a lot. That's a lot of shooting. Chaos Rhino, 3 units of maxed out accursed cultists. A unit of demonettes, Nurglings, and Silesk, which is the Chaos Demon, Slaanesh Demon Prince thing, with the one with the little demon on his back. Yeah, I don't think you can do that list anymore. They were cheaper costed, yeah, because at the minute I think Accursed Cultists are ridiculously, like, they're very good still, like, they're still very, very potent, they're just not as cheap as they used to be. Yeah, 195 points still, so the Accursed Cultists still cost the same, Rhino's still the same, Traitor Guardsmen are, Cultists are, it's literally just a Dark Commune. He used to run Riders of Slaanesh. Yeah, it was the Fiends, wasn't it? I think they're called, the like weird horse-looking things. Let me have a look. To score secondaries, I hate it. I get what you mean, because it's not really a Chaos Cult list. Like, the majority of it is, but it's like, having to add allies is kind of annoying. Oh, okay, the Riders. They fuck demons over all the time, though, Kayan. They just fuck them up, like, completely. Like, the amount of demon, like, erratas and data sheet switches and nerfs and shit is just ridiculous. Allies should be included in lists to some degree, but I don't think, like, if you bring in like 1 or 2 Chaos Knights, then yeah, that's like fair enough, that makes sense, but I just think anything demon is a bit strange. I mean, it makes sense because, you know, cultists are constantly doing like weird shit and sacrificing stuff, but Yeah. Demons need to be separate from Chaos Space Marines. I know it sounds bad, but I think you should be able to include them. I think you like allying him should be okay to some extent, but I don't think that like you should just homogenize them into just you can only bring Slanesh demons and Emperor's Children, only Khorne demons in World Eaters, Plague Marine, Plague Bearers and all that, belong in Death Guard, etc. I do think it's a bit silly. I think demons are a bit of a weird one for me. Like Chaos Knights are more of like a who's servicing the highest bidder kind of thing. They're very like mercenary to some extent. Like I know some of them literally are like mercenaries. They'll just go to whoever promises them, the most like like loot or kills from close quarters or some other weird shit. But demons are a bit weird for me. Like Nurglings, I know Nurglings have been included in a lot. For Emperor's Children, you should only get Slanesh, yeah. I do agree with that, because that makes perfect sense from a lore perspective, but I think Slanesh demons should have their own thing, like it is now. Like, I think demons should still be their own faction. Yeah, there should be extra benefits for bringing the demons with the specific legion. So, like, you get, +1 attack if you bring in Bloodletters or Khorne demons with, World Eaters or something like that. Need to combine both knights with Ad and Dark Mech. Really? I'd. That's a controversial take. Why do you think that? Knights are weird on their own, even in the lore. They don't usually really work as a faction. I'll be honest. I do not really read that much up on Knight lore. Unfortunately, it just seems to be. I'm just gonna go on a different game while that's in the background. Yeah, Knights are more of a. Imperial Knights is a different thing, but Chaos Knights are more roaming around and just from what I've gathered at least, roaming around and just picking up, contracts or, Chaos Lord of, this legion's promised them, this massive boon or bounty, so they've gone in there. Keep the rules for the independent Knight armies and reward players for not using those units, but I think it would help solve a lot of Knight army problems. I mean, I get what you mean, yeah. Let's see what game I've got ready. Put some Civilization on, because it allows me to focus on the chat more. I mean, I'm not going to say no to Dark Mech being a faction. Like, Dark Mechanicum are very, very interesting. Okay, demons shouldn't just be an independent segregant. Does not work. Why do you think it doesn't work? Because I think demons on their own are. I think they're okay. Like, I think they should be their own faction, because some people don't really want to be forced into buying Chaos Marines instead. But demons in general, demons are weird. Like I've said this before, like in the previous stream, they're just a very weird, like, faction to pigeonhole. What you do is create a datasheet for Bellicon, let them enable true and divided demon rules for those players. Okay. This. Who's some of the demons? Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, demons don't just randomly appear out of nowhere. But for the sake of, just being tabletop, some people just want to exclusively play demons and exclusively play them as a faction, as opposed to, Chaos Marines, summoning them in, cultists, etc. Let me see. I'm gonna put my. Why do we need Dark Mech as a faction? What would be in there, and what would that assume those are? No, because the Dark Mech are also very weird, but I do think that Dark Mech should have their own like. Dark Mech are strange in a sense that you've got the basically they just sell equipment. That's essentially what it is. It's similar to Vashtor. Like, yeah, the Vashtor will make a deal with you to get X amount of stuff, but you've got to pay them back. As a faction, I think Dark Mech should have like similar stuff to AdMech, but with just better like demon engines and shit. So like you can still bring the demon engines in different factions because it makes sense lore wise. Because the Dark Mech basically work with anybody who's willing to bargain with them. Vashtor should be just moved into Dark Mech. Yeah, I mean he's like the patron saint for him. Or in all but name, for lack of a better word, yeah. It makes a lot more sense for him to be like a HQ in that faction than it does Chaos Marines. Because he's the god of, Archifane, isn't he? He's a strange one. He's like the call of Dark Mech. Yeah, except he's far more lethal in combat. Well, then again, though, Call at the minute, fucking hell, Call's scary in combat. Well, scary in general. A scary, scary boy. Why is it not picking up my Steam? It's weird. Capture a specific window. No, I think Demon Engine should still be included in Chaos Space Marines. Like I'm firmly a believer that Demon Engine should just be in Chaos Space Marines. It shouldn't be exclusively to Dark Mech, because there are ways to get Demon Engines that don't involve Dark Mech being there. Like, I mean, there's an entire video done by Wes Hammer. He does a video, and he basically just explains that the big three ingredients you need are for summoning a demon or binding it rather to an engine is Dark Apostle to actually do the ritual, a Warp Smith to essentially beat the shit out of the demon and get it forced into the shell, and then they do something else. There's a third that gets included. I forgot off the top of my head, but they basically just finalize the whole thing, and voila, you got yourself a demon engine. I don't know if Wes Hammer's a good primary source. To be fair, mate, I only have it on while I'm exercising, so I don't know if it's true or not. Like entirely. I don't think Wes Hammer's a bad YouTuber though in anything. Is he the peptides guy? No, that's I think that might be Major Kill, where he said like drinking eating peptide. Is it peptides? The fucking like little weird things you put in your wash. So refresh the switch categories and then switch it back. Refresh the sources. Is there a way to refresh it? Am I fucking retarded? Oh, there we go. I've done it. Okay, crisis averted. Yeah, Major Kill. I won't believe him if he told me today we're fucking January 1st, like they do. Well, January 2nd, technically. In about 2 hours, at least where I am. Sorry, 3 hours. But no, I won't believe a word of Major Kill. Dude's legit. Like, he just hates Emperor's Children and Chaos and sucks off. He's too edgy. I've said this before. He's way too edgy, and not in a funny way. It's like a dark humor. I'm 14 and this is funny type way. Right, there we go. Everything seems to be in order. Let's go play some Civ. Setup game. want a traitor guard expansion or characters for each? I'd like both, but if I was to choose one, I'd probably choose the traitor guard expansion. I mean, Abaddon's entire. I mean, for the undivided stuff, I know it's technically not undivided, but it's a grey area because technically they work for the Black Legion. The Chosen of Abaddon, I think they should get added as a character. Like each individual one should be a character. I don't see why not. Or as like a mini unit because I know they're doing it with Huron. Izakarian, I will have to quickly have a look at the Izakarian because I recognise it, but Warhammer. There we go. Izakarian. Find us in a circle of Black Legion. Oh, so it's just the thingy lodgers from the Heresy. Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. Yeah, not the Chosen of Abaddon. No, I'm more referring to like the people who are like his not his like his advisors. Smash Ultramarine players with hammer. So based, so based. I mean, I find it funny though how like the Black Legion have got like what? Let me have a look at their like roster. So they've got Abaddon, Cypher doesn't count, Bile doesn't count, World Claimer. Yeah, they've literally just got for Black Legion exclusive. It's literally just Hark and World Claimer and Abaddon. Like who the fuck? I don't know a single person. Excuse me. Don't know a single person who's brought what you call it, Harken. I've never ever seen him ever. Gives a Wartsmith, Fancy Dark Apostle for MLP for Word Bearers, a Jump Lord for Night Lords, and some Super Spy for the Alpha Legion. Isn't Honsu dead? Nah, to be fair, I know he fought against it because there was like a YouTube short that I saw from I think it was Deadlish from the Dark Gods, and he said that there was a commissar I think who fought Honsu and he like managed to wound him, or a captain or something that managed to wound him, so like a regular dude. And then Honsu was like, "Yeah, you're dead now," and just fucking murders him. I might be misremembering that though. Keep it non-heresy. Yeah, I agree for that one. I think it depends. A majority of the time, yeah, I do think that you should have, your non-heresy characters because it makes more sense for you as a player because you can just include them in and like make your own character, for lack of a better word, your own like personal character. But I do think for certain characters, like if they were to sit back now and say, right, Eidolon's getting added to Emperor's Children, I would not be like, I'd be quite happy at that, and he's from the Heresy. But then again, I think a lot of the Emperor's Children lore it does stick in the Heresy. He's with Perty. Erebus would be fun. Erebus would get the most vandalized model in the entire fucking game. I can guarantee that for free. Just new OC Donut Steel type characters. Erebus would be a weird one. I don't think he should be included though. Because I mean, look at that. I mean, in lore-wise, if Erebus gets added, then that means we have more Erebus content, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because he is quite an interesting character, despite being a genuine piece of shit. I do think he has. Is he weird? Like Abaddon being a character's fine because he's like the faction leader. I get it, but it's the I'm a bit on the fence about that one. He was right though. Now he hasn't got a face either, if I'm not mistaken. I'm quite confident that Horus ripped that fucker off. Like he literally skinned him, if I'm not mistaken. He used the anatheme to do it. Or am I misremembering? Speaking of your comment from earlier, though, Kayan, the Alpha Legion super spy thing. I've always said Alpha Legion should have some kind of like sniper unit, like an assassin, like the Vindicator, like very similar to them. Where it's like I mean, there literally is one. There's like I remember watching. I think the Remembrancer did a video on it, like a very short video because there's like nothing on the guy, but it's just this like ridiculously good sniper who were just good at like taking people's like out of commission. I mean, the spy idea still works though. Like, I still completely think there should be like a spy. I think Cypher fills that spy role to some extent though. Like the whole you know, fucking with people's resources and command points, and being lone operative and being a pain in the ass to track down. That's got Alpha Legion written all over it. Polymorphine, etc. Oh yeah, true. Calidus. I forgot about her. But it'd be a female, wouldn't it? Because I think they only do female Calidus assassins. Or am I thinking incorrectly? Well, then again, though, if it's polymorphine, then you can just fucking morph into whatever you want. They do. Alpha Legion need a bit more thematic stuff. I do agree. Like, either have a sniper unit or an infiltrator style unit, like a spy, like you've mentioned. Literally what you said earlier, just a souped up version of a Master of Possessions or a Dark Apostle. Carapace armor. I forgot the guy. I have to look at that guy's name. I'm positive. I remember. I'm trying to find that video now. Oh, I'm tabbed out. My For You page is just fucked on YouTube. It's just Mass Effect stuff. Because I've been reading, rewatching it, cutscenes again. They won't do that though. What they'll do is with what's it called? With Games Workshop, their philosophy when it comes to it is they're gonna create a generic unit. So they've got like the generic, 20. Let's say they've made 20 models or 20 data sheets, where they've got thematic choices based on the rules as opposed to the models. So then if let's say you've painted your models Black Legion, but you want to play Alpha Legion, then you can do because of the rule switch. But I do think that it would be a lot better if they did include like flavorful models for that specific Legion. Because normally, if you buy in models, like a vast majority of the time, the people who are doing it have done their own research and they're adamant that they want to do, this Legion or this Legion. Very rarely will they just buy the models and go, what Legion do I do? Like it's usually the other way around. Bring back painful war gear. Controversial take. Controversial take. I get what you mean though, like because it's objectively like this complaint were around when they took war gear costs off. Of why don't I just bring the best war gear? Because there's literally no reason not to. There's no cost limit to it. So if I'm bringing I don't know. Let me have a look here. So like look at the fucking what's it called? Chaos Lord and Terminator armor. So let's have a look here. You can bring a exalted weapon, which is 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, strength 5 -2 damage, or you can bring a power fist, which is strength 8 -2 damage. Like you're objectively fucking yourself over if you pick the exalted weapon. It's insane, man. So if you take all bolters, you're fucked. You take bolters in anything, mate, most of the time. Like, very rarely a bolt gun's actually fucking good. Like, I mean, look at... Prime example I've got is Emperor's Children Tormentors. Like, the bolt guns are just shit. Like, it's just 4 precision shots that we hopefully might pling a wound off a character. Whereas the big damage dealers are the melter gun and the plasma gun. But paying for war gear, that is, ooh, I like that though. That's very controversial. But your unit is the same cost. Yeah, true. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, like you're basically you're fucking yourself over if you're choosing to bring bolt guns when you have access to free melter guns and plasma guns. What flamers are Inferno bolter issue? Yeah, we're just shit. Apparently, our bolt guns are dog shit. I know the K. Is it K Suns have got AP1 on their bolt guns, haven't they? So they're actually pretty strong. Let me just have a quick look. I have to go on to the Wahapedia Rubik Marines. There we go. Yeah, AP1. The bolt pistols too, as well. Either way, though, like speaking of Inferno bolt gun or Warp Flamer, you can genuinely bring both. Wait, Inferno bolt guns are AP -2. Wait, why am I misreading that? Inferno bolt pistol, 12-inch range, 1 shot, 411. Yeah, that's fine. Inferno bolt gun, 2 shots, 24-inch range, strength 4, AP2. What the fuck? When did they go to AP2? What flame is a better overwatch? Yeah, in all honesty, when I do bring like a thing, I remember once I brought an allied unit in Veterans of the Long War. It were a 5-man unit of Rubik Marines, and I just slapped him with Warp Flamers. And granted, you don't get the benefit of the let the galaxy burn stratagem, so you don't get maxed out flame shots. But having that unit that basically just overwatches something that's about to charge into the mid board or something nearby is really, really helpful to have. And plus, you can just, bring a Soul Reaper cannon too, so you get the, access to dev wounds. Buffed in the Codex recent. Fuck me, AP2 on bolt guns is crazy. That's actually insane. You're killing quite a lot of stuff with that. That must ruin Chaff Infantry's day. You literally do not get a save against it. AP1 bolt guns are considered good because it just ruins like 6-up t-shirt save stuff like Cultist, for example. Whereas AP2, you're literally just ruining like you're forcing Space Marines to a 5-up, which I think is very, very good. Granted, it is 1 damage, but like still, that's very, very good. I like that a lot. And they're only 100 points for what? Oh, 10 models are 190, 5 are 100. So they are 10 points more expensive than Legionaries. They have way better shooting than Legionaries. Each time it makes a ranged attack, re-roll a wound roll of 1. If that target is on an objective, is within range of an objective you don't control, you can re-roll the wound roll. That's very good with the flamers. You just get guaranteed wound re-rolls. And that's just a data sheet ability. And then obviously you've got the sorcerer on top of that as well. And they have a 5-up invul save as well. Yeah, mate, trust me, Ken. As soon as I saw Plague Marines go up to toughness 6, I was like, what the actual fuck am I looking at? It's like, oh yeah, I'm running on 5s, with precision. Again, mainly my references that I have to deal with are Emperor's Children. So like every time I see a data sheet or any kind of changes, I always imagine how it affects the Emperor's Children first. But the T6 Plague Marines is fucking ridiculous. Like, absolutely absurd. Heavy bolt guns wounding on 5s. Like, what the fuck? Heavy bolt guns would tear him to shreds. Absolutely crazy, man. Bring down the number of wounds or toughness. I would agree, yeah. Like, it's very, very weird because ever since the Emperor's Children got released, for me personally, I was thinking about, I don't have like any kind of range damage that's, higher than strength 10. Like the main sorcerer range damage is the Blastmaster, and that's like what, strength 10 -2, 3 damage. So it's a good profile, but like strength 10 into toughness 12, you're just punching up, and it's so fucking hard to do. But Plague Marines being at toughness 6 for, let me just have a look at how much they actually cost for a unit. You've got 5 for 95, so they're currently 5 points 5 points more expensive than Legionaries and 10 points more expensive than Infractors and Tormentors. In your shooting phase, each time this unit is selected to shoot, after it has shot, select one enemy unit hit by one or more of those attacks, and that unit is afflicted, which then means obviously you get the extra, what you call it, you get -1 toughness from range, which is fucking crazy, and then you get the extra benefit of you're either -1 to hit, you get a save worsened by 1, or you worsen the leadership, move, and OC characteristics by 1. That's way too much. That's way too much. Oh yeah, but they're slow as shit. It's like, that's not the point. Like, fucking T62 wounds is ridiculous. What are my thoughts on Fulgrim? I think he's fucking trash. I'm just going to call it as it is. You can crucify me to whatever cross you feel. I think he's fucking trash. He's absolutely garbage. As a model, in terms of his design, he's like a 10 out of 10. He's arguably the best model in the game, in my opinion. Aesthetically, at least. But again, that's ultimately subjective. Fulgrim as a character is fantastic too. In game, he's absolutely garbage. He's not worth his points cost, and it constantly feels as though they're trying to make him better instead of, maybe adding in more models. I don't give a fuck about Fulgrim as much as people want them to do. I would much rather bring more stuff to the roster and then deal with Fulgrim. But Games Workshop, in my opinion, are going to be just absolutely trash and be like, yeah, we'll buff Fulgrim to make him ridiculously good so people buy him, and then we'll just, the Emperor's Children players won't be worried about buying any new models because they'll have bought Fulgrim for £100. It's like, fuck off, dude. Like, I'd buy a Fulgrim if I had, like, literally nothing else, but the problem is I do play quite a lot of the game. So my idea is that I do want to play the the models I paint on the tabletop. So I'm not going to want to spend £100. And I know this can be like, oh yeah, but you're only buying stuff if it's good. And it's like, that's not the case at all. I'm not spending £100+ on a model that is insanely big. I do not have the ways to store it. Like, I don't have ways to reliably transport it, from where I need to get to the tabletop. It's going to be a nightmare to paint because I don't particularly like painting. I think it's okay, but it's like a necessary evil. The motivation for me is to get it painted so I can get it on the tabletop. Fulgrim is just trash. He's going to get shot turn 1 off at board if he's lucky. Maybe he gets to turn 2. He's absolutely massive, so you can't hide him. His base is the biggest base size in the entire game, so people are just going to spread out. Oh yeah, but he's got flying, he's really quick and da-da-da. It's like, yeah, but it don't mean fuck all if you're getting trapped by a unit of 10 guardsmen. Like, it's just, ugh. Lower his base size, man. It's way too big. Fulgrim not being an anime fanboy is a crime. Kayan, you are sick in the fucking head. Any other play? I just think it feels as though Death Guard have just got like your -1 toughness, your worsen your save characteristic, and that's just me hitting you. That's just me hitting you. I don't need to, wound you or anything. That's just me physically shooting you with the gun. I don't have to do any damage. That's like, yeah, you're now -1 toughness. And now you're afflicted, so you're -1 to hit. And it's just like, ugh. It just feels really annoying to play against. Which, admittedly, is... I mean, we can deal with it. Like, there are ways to deal with it. Death Guard are quite slow. They've got, like, a couple of, like, characters that are pretty, like, good. But if you've got, like... A prime example. If I'm playing Emperor's Children and I'm going into Death Guard, what I tend to do is I just tend to precision the characters out straight away. Like, my Lord Exultant is going to kill most of the Plague Marines and shit like that. So that's fine. But then they pop disgustingly resilient. And it's like, okay, maybe it's not fine. Flawless Blades go from D1 to D2 to D1 as well. If you precision the characters out, because I know a majority of the characters in Death Guard do not have invul saves. It's predominantly like your Demon Princes, your Lord of Contagions, your Pox Lords and shit like that. It's not like your Foul Blightspawn. Fucking great model, by the way. I love the Blightspawn. Should have let the Emperor's Children keep their Vindicators and Predators. Mana Drinker, I have been saying this since day fucking one. I do not understand why we don't have them. I really don't. Like the argument that I heard someone make, I think it was on a video once, reduce the range of the shots, but make it so you, like, for example, you hit on twos, but you half your range. So it makes sense from a law perspective because they want to get close and then, make sure they get the perfect shot. And obviously the risk is that you have to move close to get the shots through. No fun allowed, yeah, true. I mean, it literally says it in the fucking books. Like, I've not read the full Fulgrim novel, unfortunately. I haven't had time. But I remember someone saying, there's a really good video. I watched it earlier. I forgot his name. Let me just try and find it. It's an Irish fella. I forgot his name, but he does. It's called the Emperor's Children Codex. Is a travesty, and he mentions that in the Fulgrim book, there's literally like mention of predators and all this other shit. And it's like, well, you've mentioned it in the book. Why do we not have access to it? And a majority of time as well, Predator, like, most Chaos Legions do operate in the same faction. They're still, well, the same way. Like, you need tanks, you need vehicles, you need fire support, you need disposable troops, you need scouts, you literally need everything. Like, I don't understand why we're just not allowed it. And I mean, the World Eaters, for example, now. Well, I know I'm going to sound like I'm complaining, but I'm not. But, like, I do not understand the fucking logic behind the World Eaters stuff. Like, World Eaters have just gone from, like, a ridiculously good melee army to an incredibly potent shooting force as well. Like, let me just have a look. I know World Eaters Forge Fiends are a scary prospect because it's like fucking Rapid Fire 2, I think it is. Or something ridiculous. Yeah, Hades autocannons, rapid fire 4. Like, what? Oh, yeah, you're hitting on 4s, though. Oh, right, okay, nice one. Rapid fire 1 on the ectoplasma cannon, and that's 36-inch range. So you just move them forward. You're hitting on 4s, granted, but it's like you've just got way more shots. I'd rather have way more shots than a slightly worse ballistic skill. I mean, look at Orcs, for example. When Orcs had Daka, like, that was arguably one of the strongest attachments I've ever seen. And that's on fucking Orcs, because they've just got a shitload of shots going through. Forge Fiends are a joke for a melee army, true. I mean, I don't think they should have Forge Fiends, I'll be real. I love World Eaters. You can defend them, by the way, Kayan. Yeah, sure. Like, I don't have any ill will against the World Eaters players. I know it's lore accurate for an Emperor's Children player to despise them, but I really do like the World Eaters. I do think they're a great faction, and I'm glad they're good. But I do think them having incredibly potent shooting is just like, what the fuck? Because you would assume Emperor's Children are going to be better at shooting than World Eaters. And, in melee, it's like a mix and match. Daco was a good list for a bad moons feel. Yeah, it makes sense because, Orc shooting it's primarily just there. Well, most of the time it's just there, but the fact that they made it actually potentially quite lethal is good, but I think they went a bit too much. Like, you could do some serious shit with that. Don't think it's appropriate for them to get Terminator equivalents or jump troops as their iconic fantasy. If you look at the classic 3.5 CSM Codex, they actually had special route to. Okay. Because I know, like, World Eaters in general tend to be, like, if you're looking at it from an outside perspective, and for those who haven't looked in, like, World Eaters tend to be very just run forward, stage for a turn, and then just go all out, and just run in and, start punching the shit out of everything. Which, I mean, I can get. I mean, that does make sense for World Eaters, and it does make them predictable, but realistically, World Eaters hit absurdly hard in melee, so you do have to keep it in mind. As mad foaming berserkers, they don't have the presence of mind or coordination to utilise those tools. Yep, completely agree. You have nails in your fucking head. How are you operating a tank? Like, it makes more sense for demon engines, because, like, you know, the demon's it's pissed off and it just wants to kill everything, but it's been forced into the shell, so it just takes its rage out. But yeah, you're not operating a fucking. You've got nails in your head, dude. That literally just turn you into a fucking raving lunatic. And that's not just exclusively to berserkers either. That's literally they either get possessed. I mean, 8-bound are literally possessed. Like, they're fucking nut jobs. There's driving under influence, and then there's that. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. There are servitors in the tanks. I mean, that would make sense, I suppose. And plus, the World Eaters, oddly enough, they've got a breeding program. Like, they're actually quite nice to the slaves. Well, comparatively nice, let's say. Like, they don't kill them just for killing them, which, oddly enough, I thought the fucking World Eaters would do. But no, apparently they're very, like, strict on it. Like, you don't fuck around with the slaves. Same with Night Lords, you don't fuck around with... Well, depends on the Night Lord, but you don't fuck around with the slaves, because who the fuck's going to repair your gear? Who the fuck's going to pilot the ship? Who's going to sort, you know, the food out and everything like that? I think the ranged units should be fine, but give them a restriction to need to test against rushing forward. Oh! So, like, if I position the Forge Fiend, I would then... Would you say you'd have to shoot and then run forward, or would you take the test before you shoot? So if I move the Forge Fiend out, I'd then have to take a test to see if there was the closest enemy unit nearby within X amount of distance, and if I failed, I would move towards that. But then again, people would abuse that, wouldn't they? It makes sense though, because the whole I literally can't contain myself, I have to run in and kill somebody. Testing the command phase. They'd use that for extra movement though. But then obviously the trade-off is that, yeah, you've got an extra, like, what, D6 inches of movement, but you've exposed your shooting platform, and that potentially might get it killed because it can't contain itself. I think that'd be interesting to try out, like, definitely. It feels as though, like, I know they've homogenized everything now, like, as it's gotten, you know, older, for lack of a better word, but it does, like, annoy me because there's not much flavour, if that makes sense. It's very balanced, but it's also very soulless. Like, the old school fantasy rules sound really, really cool. Oh, and if Forge Fiends weren't already fucking crazy enough, Furious Onslaught. Each time this model makes a ranged attack that targets its closest eligible unit with at target within 18 inches, you can re-roll the hit roll. Of course you can. Of course you can. Of course you can. Because why not? Your flaw can sometimes be a boon. Very philosophical point. That is true. Sometimes you want to get extra movement, other times you want to keep behind cover to avoid getting killed. I do like that though. I think that'd be like it's similar to like a battle shock test, except it's exclusively just for World Eaters. And if they like fail a battle shock test, for example, like they get +1 to, you know, failing, or -1. So like, let's say they need a leadership test to pass it, they get, you know, -1 to that test. And if they fail, if they're battle shocked, they either can't take they have to take the surge test, but it's at, you know, -1 or something. That'd be pretty cool. People are tired of shit being designed for a mythical new player that can't do arithmetic or understand wounds, HP, or memorize to a wound table handle psychic. It's a meme of a person that doesn't really exist. Yeah, true. They should give him a lot more. Like, I mean, to be fair, I started in 8th edition, like at the very start of 8th edition, and it were difficult to get into. But I think that's part of the experience. Like, you're learning. Like, you're not gonna fucking get anywhere if everything's just babyfied and turned into fucking this does this and this do like lethal hits gear, automatic wounds, and it's like just fucking. I mean, I get it. Like, it makes everything a lot quicker in game because you don't have to worry about explaining some random rule, but it loses the flavor, man. Like, and that's the problem. It's really easy to get used to, though. Like the whole, okay, if it's equal toughness to your strength, it's 4s. If it's higher, you need a 3. If you're tougher than your opponent's shooting, they need a 5. If it's double, you need a 6. It's really not that hard to get like grips with. Like hitting on X amount, like hitting on 3s or higher, wounding on this or higher or lower. Armor saves, invul saves don't count because obviously invuls are static. Can I post a link? Yeah, sure you can, mate. Of course you can. I miss the older demons look. Any particular one mana drinker? I think demons look pretty fucking cool, in all honesty. I said it before, they should get a range refresh or like updated models. Like, I'm currently looking at my blood eaters now, just up in my wardrobe, and I've got literally about 40 of them, and they look good, but it's more like they don't look good like they do in Total War 3, where they look not like scary. All bloodletters with axes. I'll have to look that up. I'm just going to quickly go to the little boys' room and grab a drink on my way down there as well. I'll be about 2 to 3 minutes. So just give me a brief intermission, gentlemen. 1 second. We's back, boys. Let me just get my chat back up, because for some reason it shut down. Background is a bunch of game journal. Yeah, I stopped reading after game journal. Accessibility for disabled and medical quadriplegic. Meet the boss. Get absolutely dumpstered. New Babylon, fuck it. We're Emperor, Immortal Deity. Fucking hell.
May the blessings of heaven be upon you, O great Nebuchadnezzar, father of mighty and ancient Babylon. Young was the world when Sargon built Babylon some 5,000 years ago. Long did it grow.
Oh, this is such a bad start. It's tundra in it. Fuck. Hello there, gentlemen. Thank you for the warm wishes. Yeah, how come you missed the older logs, by the way, Mana Drinker? Like, what about it is appealing to you, if you don't mind me asking? If you hear me drinking a bit too loud, please mention it, by the way. I am trying to mute my mic, but... Put some music on in the background. Civ is a very long game. I better have some music while I'm doing it. The armor. I'll have to have a look. Let me just... So that was it, Bloodthirster. Classic Bloodthirster. Yeah, like the brass armor. Am I thinking of the right one? Corn's gimmick used to be the guys that got armor save. Oh, definitely true. More brutal, they look kind of toned down with the new look, more of a PG-13. I mean, I get what you mean, yeah, these are, the facially at least, are very like... The proportions are weird though, like... I mean, if you look on the Bloodthirster model now, like I'm on the website, if you go on like the second picture with the black demon with like the red armor, that's the I think that looks sick. That looks absolutely spectacular. Then again, though, that's part of the same kit, isn't it? It's like, you know, you want the great axe because it's the coolest weapon. The lash is pretty cool, but the axe is just way better. I would have thought whips would have been more Slaanesha's thing. But yeah, apparently not. Japan. Please leave me alone, Japan. You are a pain in asshole. Thirst, yeah, Bloodthirster, sorry, the big dude. With the wings. Like on the website, there's like a couple of pictures. It's like a grey, black, like skin tone, and he's got like a brass armor set, like a red brass armor set. I love that helmet. Like, the head looks sick. Oh, not the helmet, sorry, yeah, the head option. I think that's the best looking head option. It looks similar to the Total War ones as well, which is my personal favourite. I think Corn Demons have never looked as good as they have in Total War 3 or Total War 2. I think it's 3, actually. I know, the one with the blood letters in it, the one where they actually added Chaos Demons as a proper faction. I think it's 3, off the top of my head. Build a shrine. Gotta go, take care, and Happy New Year. See you in a bit then, Fly. Thank you for joining us. Have a good time, mate. Take care. Wish the iconic axe and whip was better. Yeah, I mean, aesthetically, it does look better, but in terms of, like, stats, it's just the great Axicorn is just, you know, all the way, in my opinion. Fucking Zulus, what do you want? Fuck off. Honestly. I swear to God, in this game as well, you can just fucking do anything and you'll still somehow manage to piss off somebody. It makes absolutely no sense. Zulu Scouts, off your fuck, thank you very much. Good chatting, KM, mate. You take care, brother. Peace. Though I do like the Be'lakor one. Be'lakor's awesome. Like, Be'lakor's fantastic. Yeah, I'm doing Cabal of Chaos. I'll be starting on it tomorrow, so you'll all be very pleased with that one. Because after that one, it's Renegade Raiders. Get all ready for 11th, yeah. Well, I don't know when 11th will be actually, but you know, it is what it is. I'll try and I think they'll not differ from 10th edition too much because they've already got an established like base. I say that though when they completely flip 9th edition on its head. But yeah, Mana Drinker. I think Be'lakor's model, because I know it looks similar to how it does on. What the fuck off, Zulu. I don't care. Be'lakor's model looks really, really good compared to how it does in game. I actually think it's one of the rare moments where the model looks better than the like animation version. Need a bowman unit and a calendar studied, and then we're all good to go. You captured my unit, fuck you. Genuinely. Where's my scout unit? Oh, there he is. Nope, I'll take that. Calendar. I think I'm going to end it there. I'll save up. I'm going to go and do something else. Might do some painting. Campaign, do you think that they've done well? I personally think Acts of Omen. Acts of Omen was really good. I'd have to agree with that one. Yeah, I think Acts of Omen. I think they actually made a tangible, like, push. But yeah, I'm gonna go anyway. I'm gonna see if I can get some painting done before tomorrow because I've got a busy day, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. That applies to everybody. Thank you for your questions. It's always been nice chatting with you. And I will hopefully, fingers crossed, see you tomorrow because I might be streaming tomorrow if I've got time.